everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing Are you kidding me? We're going to be doing the Viome gut testing kit review, or just go over it. So this is not the first time I've done this. This is the second time. So the first one, I talked about it on my Instagram, this is before I started YouTube, and I did just the gut test. So this one is the gut and intelligent test. I did it because there was a Mother's Day deal, because it was originally like $300, and I got it for $180, which is not a bad deal. So let's open it up. It comes in this pretty box. So the first time I did it, I wanted to find out, how my gut health was. Because the time I got it is when I was debating on switching my diet from vegan to non-vegan. And I was just really sick, and like, if anyone wants to know anything about all the diet change, I can do a complete separate video on that because it's a lot. Wow, I can't open this. But yeah, I wanted to get my gut tested and see how it was, and the results were terrible. I'll try to upload like pictures of my past gut results. Or when we do a review, when I get the test back, it's going to be in one video. See, I'm thinking out loud. I can't open it. I'm just going to rip it. That might be the way to do it. I will put the comparisons of my gut test results from my previous and my new one next to each other, so you guys can see how my gut's improved or hasn't improved or what's up. So I will do a little thing on the side showing you how the test works, but you send them a stool sample. They do the testing, and then they tell you what foods are your superfoods, which foods you should minimize, and what foods you should avoid. That goes with your gut bacteria. And your gut bacteria does change often, so that's why it's good to get it retested. They say every 6 months. I waited I'm definitely over 6, maybe 9. And just because of funds in the end. But I followed what it says of what not to eat. There was only a few things, but I did start eating one of them again. It told me to avoid shrimp, but I started adding shrimp back in my diet because I really miss shrimp. But let's go over. So it says you decode it when you open it. Oh, and it's in this pretty fancy box. But it says start here, intelligent test. Register your kit, collect the sample, collect your blood samples. This one is also the blood sample. Collect in the morning before drinking and eating. So I'll have to do that tomorrow then. Before you begin, make sure you do it properly. Tells you what your kit ID, how to do it, the app, how to collect your stool sample. Please read the directions, okay? I didn't know the paper was flushable last time. Then it tells you how to do your blood sample. Oh God, I don't like that. Blood collecting tube. That one's gonna be hard for me. I'm not into needles. I thought I was recording, but I wasn't. This is the inside of the box. So this is the stool one. So it comes with a measuring tape, because I believe it asks for measurements of you. I don't remember, honestly. And then the paper, because you're going to poop on a piece of paper and then scoop it out. And it is important to see what your poop looks like, because on the questionnaires it makes you fill out what it looks like. And then the blood one. It's got the little blood tubes and all the blood stuff. So once I actually do this, I'm going to record it. So talking out loud again about how this video is going to work, even though you guys are all going to see it in one. Then there's a third box. There's nothing in it, so it's just for looks. So I'm going to do this tomorrow and then mail it off. I keep recording. I'm thinking I'm recording when I'm not. As I was saying, I am going to do this tomorrow and ship it off. It typically takes 4 weeks to get your results back. I am excited to see how my gut's changed, and hopefully it has, because my gut results were really bad. really bad. And when I was vegan, my health was terrible. So I want to make sure taking care of my gut. I do everything I can to, take care of it now. So I want to see some improvement here. But the blood test, I don't have it in front of me. It goes over your stress responses, your cellular health, your metabolic health and age and all that. So I wanted to find out all that deep information. Now, of course, these things are never 100% correct, but it's a great thing to use to get ideas, bases, and I honestly feel like it was pretty accurate for me first time. So an update on the Viome. So I did the gut test and I couldn't really get the blood test done. They only sent you 2 finger pricks. This is how we stop it. And I couldn't get enough blood. Like the first one didn't bleed at all. And the second one, you had to fill 4. Stop. 4 syringes, and I could only fill 1. So I was emailing them, and they said it's okay, just send that, and if it doesn't come up red in the test thing, they will let me know and they'll send me it to do it again. So we sent it. We'll see. I'm assuming I have to do it again, but it takes about 4 weeks to get the results. So I haven't even got an email saying they received it yet. So we're just gonna keep waiting. I feel like I've been long awaiting this video for so long. So the Viome results are finally in. Welcome to my messy ass office room. It's just a mess. We have my boyfriend's music stuff. I'm explaining this to you guys for why not. And he just hasn't organized it. And then we have this collection of boxes because I did get a lot of things from my dad's house when he passed, and I have now this ginormous collection of sports cards that I know nothing about. So I have some boxes here, some boxes in my boyfriend's dad's basement. Got a lot. Let me just reconnect to the internet on my computer. My power went out and my internet got all fudged up. But I'll go over all my results, compare them. I'm going to the gym. A little off topic, just to fill you guys in on some life stuff. I did get accepted to the college I want to go to. Going back to school feels really weird, honestly. I still have to do the financial aid, see what I get and all that stuff, but I did get accepted. I'm freaking nervous. I don't even remember algebra. I don't remember any of that shit. I guess that's the downside to going back to school when you're older. Math. And even English, I don't remember that shit because you don't use it in daily life, so I don't know why we have to learn it. And I also ordered a new practice suit. I'm super excited. It's got it's a fancy one. It's got connectors and all that shit. All right, let's see my scores. So I will insert graphs on the screen. So the first thing we got was my gut microbiome health. So my goal was to improve my gut overall because in the beginning it was not optimal. And I'd say it's still not optimal. It's definitely a long process to healing your gut. It does not happen overnight, just like anything else. And I've definitely been putting everything that I need to put into it. Viome does sell things specifically for your gut, the probiotics, prebiotics, and all that stuff, but I just take the generic ones because I just simply don't want to pay for it on here because it's pretty expensive, but if you can pay for it, I would say do it. But I've been following the food guide that it tells me to what I shouldn't eat, what I should eat. And this is from, I took it in November, so right before I stopped being vegan, and then in May. So, what is that, half a year almost? And it's gone up 5 points. So we'll take the fucking 5 points. but there are sections that break into it. So inflammatory activity, we have gone down 2 points. And keep in mind, I also got this test done during prep. So some of the things are definitely prep related. And again, once you go in each section, they are broken down again. So we're in inflammatory activity now. And we have biofilm something pathways, which I don't know what that is. I'm going to insert all the graphs on the screen. So the lower the number is better? No, it's not. So this went down for me. Let's see why. So inflammatory, whatever, went down a little bit. Next one is butyrate, I don't know, production pathways. This one went up a good amount, which is nice. So it was, does it tell me what the number was? This is harder to read on the computer. It's easier to read on the phone because there's an app that goes over everything. But my points have gone up an awful lot, as you can see on the chart, which is good. This one has to do with the fatty acids in your gut and insulin and satiation, such as feeling full during prep. Good for me, I guess. Let me just go to another one. So another one that went, did it go up? Did it go up? No. So a lot of the ones that went down are inflammatory. I can't say I agree with that, but you know, we'll take it. Salt stress pathways went up a good amount, which is nice. It has to do with your sodium intake and hydration levels, and during prep, mine obviously were at a high. So typically, I don't like salt. I don't salt my food. I'm not a salt person, even though I've been, during prep, I definitely added a lot more salt, and going through prep now in the normal life, I've been adding more salt to my foods because it is important, and I do get a little dehydrated because I'm not a good water drinker. Electrolytes, I lack in them because I don't drink a lot of water, I don't do salt, but past prep, I'm trying to bring all that still and keep it all in my life, so I did order a gallon water bottle to try to keep that going. So that's just in my inflammatory activity. There is more in the section. There is a lot, it goes in depth, but it went up, went down, it stayed, you know, depends on each thing. But next one is my metabolic fitness. So that it has gone up a good amount, which is really nice. I started at a 13, guys, 13 out of 100. And we're at 29 now. So I would say, you know, that is good. So this has to do with association of my blood sugar, insulin resistance, weight control. I know it goes with how you gain weight, lose weight, your protein intake. So we've increased all that. And then there is a bunch of parts that go into that. And I've gone down in some of them, and I know they are stress related, which goes with prep. You know, you were stressed when you're in prep. That has gone up a good amount for me is the butyrate production pathway keys. This one goes with satiation and feeling full. I don't know if I would say I could feel that way, but that's only because of prep, honestly. And another one that it's still not optimal, like the score is still bad, but I have gone up a good amount, is my oxalate metabolism pathways. So this one says it breaks down and metabolizes oxalate. Again, I'm not no doctor. I don't know any of this stuff. And it contributes to kidney stones. I have never personally had a kidney stone. And it helps remove whatever that is in digesting your food. Okay, cool. You guys might know what this stuff is and be into this stuff, But, you know, I just like to know overall what my gut is doing, because it goes into so much. There's another one about acid, what foods it helps break down, and then there's another type of pathway. But overall, I can't talk, guys. It's gone up. Metabolic fitness. Next thing is digestive efficiency. Now this is, I would say, an important one, how you digest your food. So 100 is the best score. I started off at a 46 and now I'm at a 53. And again, this one breaks down into different sections. A whole bunch of, there's a lot to this one. So we will not go into all of them because there's so much, but there is one specific one, I think, that I want to talk about. But overall, in all the sections, I did get improved. A lot of the pathways I improved. One is how you digest protein. So I did this when I was vegan the first time, and digesting vegan protein is harder to digest, simply because it will go over food things on here, and we will go into that, but it's a lot of soy and plant-based, and human stomachs cannot digest plant-based, like leafy greens, broccoli, and all that protein, as well as, let's say, a cow, for instance, because cows, if you didn't know, have 3 stomachs that help them digest the greens that they're eating. We can't do that, so we're not properly digesting the protein amount as if a cow can do. So I wasn't getting, when I was vegan, I was having a hard time digesting my protein, and especially because we'll go into the food things, I was eating things I really shouldn't have been eating with my gut bacteria. And this has to do with your, the lining in your intestines in digesting it, and I have improved that score an awful lot, which is really nice. It's still not optimal, but I've improved it a lot, and that is, really good with, you know, digesting and working out. So the one that I have gone down, it's gone down a lot, is sulfate gas production pathways. This one has to do with amino acids and some proteins. I don't know too much about it. It has to do with moving your food in the digestive tract. I really don't know how to even fix this, but it's gone down a lot. I do want to take this test again, like halfway through my improvement season, because my body will be less stressed and I'll be going through. I can't read and talk at the same time, obviously. Another major one is your gut lining health. I only went down 1 point, so I'm at 64. You know, I'll take it. I'll take it. And then again, it goes down and breaks down into so many things. And then we get protein fermentation. The lower score, the better. So 100's the worst, 0's the best. I went from a 71 to a 51. So I've improved it 20 points. That is really, really good. Again, this has to do with digesting proteins. And that's a plus. We'll skim through the rest of these quick. Gas production, I brought it up 3 points. Is that good? Nah, no. So we want to bring this one down. I can't tell how this one's supposed to be. Okay, and the next one is your active microbial diversity. You want it to be 100, and I brought it down from a 32 to a 28. How? Again, I could not tell you. Well, my gut health has been improved in certain ways. But we will go over the nutrition now before we get into all the other fun Viome stuff. The other one I don't really understand completely, but I will show you my food list. It has changed slightly. It tells you superfoods that are really good for your gut bacteria, foods that you should, have a certain amount of, food that you should enjoy, and foods that you should avoid. Necessarily the avoids doesn't mean it's going to upset your stomach. It just does not work with your gut bacteria and lining. And your gut bacteria does change, so that's why it says to retest this. But my superfoods have pretty much the same. What, you want to sit in my lap? Come here. So anchovies, you will not catch mama eating anchovies. Artichokes, asparagus, bone broth. I think asparagus is new to the list. Broccoli is new to my list, which is really cool because I do like both. Cabbage, cinnamon. I think cinnamon wasn't a superfood before. So these are a little new. Cranberry, egg yolk. Yes, egg yolk was not a superfood before. It was a enjoy for me, so I'm excited. Garlic, ghee was on the list. I tried it. It's kind of weird to me. Ginger, some type of artichoke, kale. I should get some kale. Lamb. I've never had lamb, but like this just really interests me, and I am getting lamb this weekend, y'all. I'm gonna try it this weekend. I'm getting lamb rack for my boyfriend's birthday. I'm going all out. Olive oil. Must be nice because when you're counting macros, who wants to do olive oil, Oranges, that's definitely new to my list, which is nice. Oregano, raspberries, salmon, that has been on the list. I love salmon. Sauerkraut, sunflower seeds. I'm not a big seed eating person. Trout, I've never had it. White mushrooms. So I definitely do like most of those things. So those are things you want to eat a lot of. And then enjoy means things that you can eat, enjoy it. Almond milk was not on my enjoy list before, so that's new. Apple used to be a superfood for me. Now it's just the enjoy. Apricot, avocado oil. Bananas, I do love a banana. Beef, fatty or lean. Black beans. A lot of the beans were not on my list before, and I think that's because I was on that vegan diet. Black tea, blueberries, bok choy, more bone broth, some nuts, brown rice. So keep in mind, brown rice is on my enjoy list, okay? Brussels sprouts, buffalo, as you can see, there's a lot. Butter, carrots, cauliflower, a whole list of things that I can enjoy. Chocolate. Obviously, this list does not say like refined sugars and all that stuff, because obviously you should not eat any of that stuff anyway, health-wise, but like coffee. Never had duck. I've had eel, but I don't just eat eel. Egg whites. Emu. Never seen emu. But as you can see, I have a lot on my enjoy list. Goat stuff, goose, a whole bunch, heavy cream. Let's get through this enjoy. Let's just zoom through it. You got the idea of it. Oats. Oh my God, there's so much. I'm trying to zoom through it. Okay, minimize. So this thing's, it literally tells you how much you should be consuming because you don't want to do too much. So this is how I learned. So when I was vegan, I had a big inflammatory problem. Every time I would eat, my stomach would be killing me. I would look pregnant, and it was just painful. Hi, baby. So this is how I learned that I was eating things I shouldn't have been eating for 5 years. Almonds. I don't really eat nuts, but it's definitely in vegan foods. Cane sugar. Honey, I do not like honey. Kidney beans, I did like kidney beans. Kiwis, which makes me kind of sad. Maple syrup. Peanuts, pecans, pineapple. Pineapple's my favorite fruit, y'all. So that's really upsetting. It doesn't mean I can't have it, just can't have a lot of it. Pork, pistachios, potatoes. Every type of potato is on here. rice milk, salt. Well, mama works out, so she needs salt. I'm sorry to tell you. Soy milk, soybeans. So that was a problem for me because I was eating soy every friggin' meal all day. Stevia, sweet potato, tempeh, tofu. So literally things I was always eating. White rice. Is that just a mole? Yeah, okay. Zucchini. Like, it's sometimes food I enjoy. Now we'll get into the food that says avoid. So it's only changed a little bit. So back when, so a lot of the foods on my avoid list I don't eat anyway, but we got arugula, which I do kind of like. Beets, I do like beets. And this one's the most upsetting, is bell peppers. Bell peppers used to be on my minimize list, and I still ate it here and there, and I actually just ate a whole bunch of it. And I'll click on it. It says your microbiome contains pepper-mild motel virus, which is known to infect bell peppers since plant viruses are microbiome and have been associated with inflammatory symptoms. It's recommended you avoid them. So it just doesn't vibe with my microbiome juices or whatever. Peas. Green beans used to be on these lists. I don't even remember seeing it. I don't like celery. I don't eat rice noodles. I do like shrimp, so this is honestly really upsetting. I have eaten it here and there. Shrimp was on my last one as well. Tomato is new to this list, which is like, I don't like tomatoes that much, so it's fine. I don't even know what watercress is, and I do not like watermelon that much. So this is that list. You're supposed to follow the food list as much as you can. I hope they take my trash. For obviously your optimal wellness for your gut. Now remember, this thing isn't like 1,000% correct, so you go off it what you want to. Also, I look friggin' jacked. I'm stoked, trying to be yoked. Okay, so the next thing is your cellular health. So I went with the bigger Viome kit this time, so I have nothing to compare to last time. I didn't want to pay for it last time, but I did pay for it this time. Cellular health. It goes from 0 to 100. 100 being the best. I'm at a 32, baby. So this goes, takes into account of the aging of your cells, cellular stress, cellular inflammation, and the health of your mitochondria. If your micro score is not optimal or is low, it means that your cellular function is not performing efficiently, your energy production is low, and your cells are undergoing stress due to inflammatory stress and environmental toxins. So this is what I want to talk about. This is because my body was in a lot of stress because of prep. You know? That's really what it is. They're not getting all this everything they need, so then it breaks down each score. Mitochondrial health, I got a 36 out of 100. This goes with your metabolic demands and your body's energy. Obviously, during prep, we're very low energy, so my pathways and everything aren't working ideally because energy is not getting transmitted well because I'm not even feeding myself enough, and I'm overdoing cardio. Immune system activation, 29 out of 100. Oh wait, you want to be in the middle. 100 doesn't look good either. So looks like 50 is the best, and we're at a 29. I wish I did that one when I was vegan, because I bet you it was at a 0. Like, my immune system was absolute garbage, guys. Like, I was sick every single week. That's why I stopped being vegan. If you ever want to hear about my whole vegan story and why I'm not vegan anymore, I can do a whole video on that. But my immune system is phenomenal now. I have not been sick. Knock on wood. No, it's just me. Knock on wood. No. It was just me. As I'm saying, I haven't been sick since. And then we go into cellular stress. 100's the worst. 0's the best. We're at a 30, so that's really good. This has to do with your cellular level can contribute to demand dysfunction and your cellular aging. So my cells are aging very well, it sounds like. And then cellular senescence, 100's the worst, 0's the best. I got 29. So that has to do with your DNA damage markers and repairing signaling. I can't talk. These aging cells become dysfunctional, damaged, so it's how your cells are aging. And we're aging pretty well inside, it sounds like. So that's the cellular health. Then we have my immune system health. So 0 is the worst, 100 is the best. We're at a 49. I will take it. It says your immune system score assesses your immune response based on inflammatory activity throughout your body as well as inside your gut. If the score is not optimal, it means your immunity is low and your immune system preparedness is dividing bacteria and viruses needs more support. So I'm not doing too bad, but then again, it breaks down into everything. It breaks down, but it kind of breaks down into the same thing that your gut tells you. And then we have my stress response health. 0 is the worst, 100 is the best. I got a 61. That's pretty good. So this one says it combines insights of your microbiome-induced stress factors as well as your cellular functions that get activated in response to various triggers of cellular stress. So it has to do with your stress. I'll take that shit. I will take it to the bank. Then again, I don't have anything to compare off these, so. And the last one is going to be my biological age. So this is the age of your organs and everything inside of you. Now you want to be your age or younger. You don't want to be older, because if your organs are older than you, that ain't good. So my actual age is 25. My biological age is 18. I don't know if anyone ever got that reference, but I was kind of going off of New Girl when Allie says to Rhonda, "You just got Allied." I hope someone got that. But at 18, y'all, that's great. It says your biological age assess the efficiency of your cellular activity and in your gut microbial activities in order to determine how you're aging in comparison to your chronological age. My tummy is growling. I was about to go do fasted workout too. I don't know about that no more. So we're killing it. We're killing it here. Our intestines are young. So that is, that is my whole Viome score. I will, I'm getting really distracted today. Oh, that last sip was strong. But, you know, if you're interested in seeing what you got going on in your gut, you want to repair your gut, I recommend taking the test and seeing how it goes. So this one, yes, it's a fecal one, and it's so interesting. You have to go to the bathroom on a piece of paper, and they make you like scoop it and put it in a thing and shake it. And then the other ones, the other test is all blood. They only gave me 2 finger pointers, so I was only literally about to get a few drops of blood, but they still were able to test it. But you do have to fill like 2 tubes typically, and if you don't get as much, they have you resend it. It does take 4 weeks to get your results back, but you know, it's good to know where you're at gut-wise and how you're improving it, if you're improving it, and if you can afford to get the supplements, buy them. I would recommend doing it. It's just a little pricey. The first 3 months you get 20% off, which is not bad. But for precise supplements and probiotics and prebiotics for your, like this goes to your results, it's $150 a month. See, I don't want to do that. But if you can afford it, like do it. I just can't afford it at the moment, and I won't lie. And then you can get just supplements, which are $100 a month, or if you just want the prebiotics is $50 a month, which that's not terrible, but I don't want to spend that. And I guess 20% off your first 3 months is okay, but like this is obviously a long thing. So I'm not doing it. What I've done personally to improve it, even just the little amount, is I take a probiotic. I don't take any pre's. I can't find any, unfortunately. I don't really know how. So I take prebiotics, just a generic one from the store, and I take one from Care of. But you can honestly just take any probiotic that you see at the store. And then I take my daily reds and greens in the morning for gut health, because we're gonna talk about, we'll be TMI because this is how it all goes. My going to the bathroom was not optimal, especially when I was vegan. But since taking my reds and greens, I am now regular, which is very important. You're supposed to go every time you have a meal, or at least twice a day. And that was not in the cards back in the days. So since taking the reds and greens in the morning, I do take aloe with it. Has helped my digestive greatly. And also, guys, if you didn't know, how your business looks reflects your gut health. It's not supposed to be like broken into pieces. It's supposed to just be a nice flow. Let's all laugh like children because we're talking about poop. But those are just small changes that I've made in following my food suggestions, and trying not to eat things that upset my stomach. That's really it, y'all. This is not sponsored in any type of friggin' way. Yes, I paid like $200 to get this done, because health is important. If you can do it, save up, do it. There are coupon codes online. I did find coupon codes, and I think I got it on like Mother's Day. So I got like a nice deal on it. So that's why I did it. So wait till the holiday. But I hope, wow, I said twice. I hope this helped if you were looking into this at all, or you've heard of Viome. There are other gut tests. This is just the one that I went with because I've heard good things about it from other people. But I hope you liked this video. Hope you understand a little bit. Maybe you learned something. Always like, comment, subscribe, all that fun jazz, because this channel can't grow without you babies. Anyway, I love reading your comments. They're so nice. They make me feel like, oh, people like me. People are watching. And yes, that's really it. So, hope you learned something. Remember, always strive for more, babes. See you next video.